Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, I've been waiting a long time to say these three words, Tim. Hockey is back. And we got 3 games to go over for that. We also have 2 games to go over in the MLB playoffs as well. So we have a 5-game card for that, and we will get into all of it. We'll start with baseball, then we'll go to hockey. I know, Tim, you're trying to hockey this year, so I look forward to hearing your breakdowns. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're taking a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. It was a split day down the juice. Phillies first 5 was a winner for me. Phillies full game sucked. That one hurt. That one really hurt. Dodgers first 5 -1/2, full game -1. I thought they were going to bounce back. They're really actually going to get swept. So that's kind of interesting there. Turns out being a division winner with a bye is not helpful.
No, it's not. We've been trying. Yeah, there's a lot of people angry about the playoff system because they've seen what's going on.
Yeah,
that or the teams are a lot closer than we expect, and when 2 teams then are in the same division,
that's why I said I don't want to face a team in the same division if I'm a division winner. So if I'm the Braves, I get the Phillies, or if I'm now I know the Braves won last night, but now you have to head to Philadelphia, tied 1-1. Good luck, because Philadelphia is a nightmare to play any playoff games in. And if I'm the Dodgers, I'm pissed that I got the Diamondbacks. That's brutal because they know you. They played you how many times this year? So here's what it is: 1-3 in baseball. The nightmare continues. I think I'm like 5-20 in the MLB playoffs. I've already bet 2 games, or 2 plays so far in the MLB. And I'm probably going to bet the other game too. I've already bet the Astros game.
Please don't do it, Nick.
But I'm also probably going to bet the Orioles game. We'll get into that. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't bet it yet. Relax. But NFL went 2-1 last night. I should have just kept the Packers off my card. But the first half under, full game under, primetime unders are back. They smashed last night. The Packers money line did not. If you guys tied the Packers in any type of teasers, those are live now because they did cover the teaser number, but they did not cover the money line or the +2.5 or whatever they were. And the CFL had some nice 1 o'clock CFL action yesterday. 2-1 up 0.54 units. Alouettes -6 and the team total over 27 were a winner. The full game over was not, thanks to the Red Black scoring 3 points. So overall, 5-5 yesterday, down 0.3 units. And I don't know. I just can't get anything going right now in October. It's just been a struggle. Hopefully, hockey season comes and turns that around.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was looking at a couple things through Twitter. I have it on my monitor. I just scroll through Twitter whenever you're talking to see if I find any other information. Wow, ULL is 6-0 against the spread. Anyways, sorry. Yesterday, 1-2 day, as you mentioned, Philly loser, Green Bay loser, under and Green Bay winner. I wish you put up the Diamondbacks. It is what it is. Diamondbacks look good.
At the Dodgers, that's why we didn't.
That makes sense. They look good. And now they get to go home for 2 games. And although you're not going to be getting those same. You're not going to get your top two guys pitching in Game 3. Who are they going to have in Game 3? Who's Arizona going to pitch? Brandon Pfaadt versus Lance Lynn. Yeah, I will 100% be right back on the D-backs. For sure. But looking forward to today. I got my plays in the MLB already. I did all the 5 games that we talked about. I did on Balling Out. So, but I'm ready for it. Hockey season's here. I'm gonna try to hockey. I'm gonna track my sides and totals. I'm gonna throw out player props for fun. If they do well, cool. I'll keep track of them, but they won't be part of my my sides and totals record, which is going to be the thing that I kind of try to do the best on this year. So, but hey, hockey season's here. I'll be excited for about 2 weeks until NBA comes around. But let's get it, Nick.
Oh yeah, head over to the chat and then we will get into today's card.
Let's do it. AM Massacre says, "Good morning, AM. RIP to the bookies. He's jamming and cashed. My favorite and only play yesterday cashed the under 4.5, first 5 in the Braves game. There you go. Morning, crew. Good morning. Morning, Cameron. No, Nick. Yeah, no, Nick. Nick needs to stay away from the Orioles.
Goal.
Rangers second home back on the King Orioles again. Not thrilled about it. I'm going down with the ship. Yes, sir. Lightning puck line. Yup. I'm happy the best sport to bet on is back.
Yes.
NBA and college basketball.
Oh, fuck the NBA. Sorry.
Stacks Pod Astros team total over. Stacks Pod record is 76-84.
I like to hear that you're on the Astros because I also am too.
Yes, today is the first day of hockey. Did anyone see that there's going to be an NHL red zone, like NFL red zone? I don't know how that's going to... Yeah, that's weird. How is that going to work?
Power plays.
Okay. Also, Nick.
And empty nets.
Mike Glennon. That's Mike Glennon.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Good morning. Yesterday was ass. It was okay. It wasn't great. Hell yeah, we're going down with the ship. Everybody start playing the violins like on the Titanic as we slowly start to sink. With the Orioles going down. But I am too far gone on that ship to jump onto a lifeboat now. So, but that'll be the second game we talk about. We'll talk about this one first. Nick, you can start off with it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and I think there's a little bit of a theme with the teams I backed in the MLB today. So let's get into it here. We had the Houston Astros taking on the Minnesota Twins. This line did open up at a 125. It's up to a 133. This line opened up at an 8 at minus 110. It's now an 8 at minus 108. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, or the cash flow in this spot here, where we have, this explains the line movement. 75% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the Minnesota Twins. In this game, the lines moved a couple cents towards their direction. That makes sense. 72% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the under in this game. And the line, where's the line move for the total wise? All the money on the under, and the lines moved towards the under only by 2 cents, though. Would have thought that with all that money that the line would have moved a little bit more. In this game, we have the series tied 1-1 heading to Minnesota. Both games have gone over, or at least pushed the 8, if not have gone over the 8 here. I would lean in that direction. I would lean towards an over in this game. But the Houston Astros were one of the better road teams as well. One thing, if there was actually a home road dichotomy for the Houston Astros this year, where I'm not surprised that they lost the game at home here, because this was a team that was under 500 at home this year. The Astros, 39-42, but they were 51-30 on the road. The only two teams that were better out on the road this season, the Atlanta Braves and the Baltimore Orioles. Those are the only two teams that were better on the road this year than these Houston Astros. I still see the Astros in 4. I still think they're the better team. I still think there's levels to this, and I believe the Astros get it done here. I got them first 5 plus 115 full game, my plus 120. I like the Astros to get the job done here.
Yep. I'm on the same page as you. And I know it's not one of the stats you like to use, but Sonny Gray, I believe it's the second least profitable pitcher left in baseball. In the playoffs, I should say, because the least profitable is Jordan Montgomery. That is playoffs. Can I actually see? There we go. Jordan Montgomery is the least profitable. Then it's Sonny Gray. And then after that, it's got to find somebody who's still in the playoffs. Kenta Maeda, but I believe he's injured for the rest of the year.
Something like that. We haven't seen him play.
Yeah, and then it's Charlie Morton. So there you go. So it's I know Sonny Gray's been really, really good as of late, but getting plus money on the Astros on the road where they are 51-30 this year. Yeah, I think I'm going to sign up for that. I still am not a believer in this Twins team just yet, but we'll see. I'm going to be on the Astros plus money in this one as well, Nick.
I like it. Back to the chat.
I'm going to load up the 2 MLB plays. So,
all right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, go down the ship. Pretty sure you don't want to be on the same side as me and Astros. I suck. Stripper ass. I mean, I'm hitting 20% of my playoff bets this year, so probably the Twins are a lock then if we're all on the Astros. A lot of friendly and euros coming up. Oh, euros. Okay, yeah. Astros money line. Yep. Orioles run line and Astros run line. Yep. Mike Glennon. I found the account.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Return of Mike Glennon. And the NHL is back. Hell yeah, it is. Those teams coming home from road victories ended up blowing their loads as soon as they got home, and they got to deal with media interviews. Yeah. I think this may be the best possible thing for both the Astros and the Orioles is to get away from home. Number one, these two teams play better on the road. Number two, you don't have as many distractions on the road. You just don't. It's a business trip. On the road, that sounds like an Orioles play to me. I agree. Under 8, I lean over. Twins, but stayed off. Or Twins team total over 2.5 in the first 5. Fair. We will move to this game. And we have the Rangers as minus 135 favorites. Total of 9 in this game. Line opened up at a 135. And it is still a 135. No line movement on the side. Total opened up at a minus 110. For the over 9, it's now not minus 107. So a small move towards the under. We have 50% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on the Rangers money line. The line's not moved. And then we got 48% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the under. The line slightly moved towards said under. And this is another one where I think hitting the road is the best possible thing for the Baltimore Orioles right now. I do. Because they had so much pressure playing at home, and now they get to hit the road. The Rangers were slightly better at home. They were 50-31 at home. So that is what it is. But
don't do it.
I already have. I took a piece of the Orioles' first 5 in full game, plus 122 and plus 124. I think the Orioles have a chance at making this a little bit of a – I don't see them getting swept here. I just don't. And if they do, I'll tip my cap to the Rangers and fade them in the CS with the Astros. So I'm on the Orioles first 5 full game here. I'm on both dogs. I'm hoping one wins and I profit. So that's kind of where I am.
Man, Nick, you're not supposed to bet the Orioles. You know you're not supposed to bet the Orioles. Nope, that's the end of their season. I'm kidding. I am on the Texas Rangers today. Of course, it's an You guys actually thought I'm going down with the ship, guys. I'm going down. I'm going too far. Should I give the spiel again, Nick? Orioles.
One last time.
Orioles, most profitable team in baseball. Orioles, most profitable road team in baseball. And Dean Kramer, the most profitable pitcher in baseball. And it was not particularly close for Dean Kramer. And I know, once again, Nick, I know you hate these stats, but this is a Dean Kramer during the regular season. The Orioles are 24-8 in his starts. That is number 1 in baseball by a long shot. He was up 6.5 units on the next most profitable pitcher, which was Patrick Corbin. Yes, Patrick Corbin was number 2. Tajon Walker, Andrew Abbott, Wade Miley rounded out your top 5 for the year. Zach Eflin ended up finishing 7th. I am riding one last time with the Orioles. I will say for Texas, if you want to win the series, do it today. Because if you don't, then Kyle Bradish pitches tomorrow. Game 5 in Baltimore, anything can happen. Texas's best shot is to win today. If they lose today, they could be in trouble. I gotta go Baltimore today. Going down with the ship. Let's do this.
Fair enough.
About to be a crazy comeback.
Nice. I don't know about that, but okay.
Wait, Nick agrees with the Orioles pick? Yeah, I know. I know it's a loser now. Yo. Not good. Not good for Joe. Had Phillies and Green Bay.
Ouch.
Us too. Orioles, terrible away team though.
What?
You're joking, right? Am, you're joking, right? Hold on, let me make sure. There's no comments from. You do realize they were the number 1 team on the road this year, right? Am, please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking. They were the number 1 record, number 1 most profit on the road this year. I feel like the Orioles were one of the better road teams. What you talk? Yeah, no, one of the better. They were the best road team. 52-29. Rangers money line. No. If Orioles is the play, under 9 is the look. I could see that. Thinking over, Rangers team total over. No, Justin. No, we got Dean Kramer on the mound, who's had 1 bad start in his last 7. He had 5 earned runs against St. Louis. Other than that, in his last 10 starts, he's allowed 3 earned runs or less. And the Orioles have won 8 out of his last 10 starts. So no, come on. I hate betting baseball. It's easily the worst for me. And you don't have to bet it. It's warmer down in Texas and mediocre pitching. Dean Kramer's elite. I don't know what you're talking about. Only way it goes under is if Texas don't hit. There you go. No. Phillies money line, Montreal, solo, Knicks -5, 3-teamer brutal. I didn't realize the Knicks were playing yesterday.
Phillies money line loss.
Got you. Shook back live under 42.5. Okay. La Tech money line. I still need to look at college football.
Yes, I did bet La Tech money line.
Still sleepy. You're good, AM. I think I prefer fading most playoff bets. Seems like playoff betting results severely underperform regular season. I could see that. I got mixed up. Blackhawks money line. No. Over at 6.5 in the Lightning game. I could see that. But in order for that to happen, I feel like the Lightning would have to score 5. Over in Vegas, sure. projected 6 lefties in the Rangers lineup. Kramer sucks ass against lefties. All right. I gave you all 4 MLB plays. Went 4-0. Hell yeah, Sharpie. Now we back on the Eovaldi. Let me tell you, take out the Astros versus him in the playoffs. He has a 1.63 ERA. Yeah, I'm on the Orioles. Canes, puck line tomorrow. Yes. Montreal. I want the over in that Montreal game.
I want the money line.
Royce Lewis. Who's that?
Minnesota.
There you go.
He's been one of the only offensive pieces for Minnesota this season.
I'm not used to Cubano coming in here and giving out a baseball play. That doesn't sound right. F. Yeah. Canes minus 2.5. I could see it. Imagine saying no to the Blackhawks money line.
Right.
Pittsburgh puck line. Let's get it. Laughing. Shout out Odd Bunch, my guy. Let's get it. Let's jump into the hockey. Do I introduce these, Nick?
Go for it.
All right. We'll start it off with the Nashville Predators taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lightning minus 150. 6.5 is your total. I know one of the big things in this game, Nick, and for the first 2 months of the season, Tampa Bay will be without Vasilevsky, which is definitely going to not be fun. But are we overblowing Vasilevsky's, or should we fade the injury report?
Yeah, I see a lot of love for the Nashville Predators for this game. Right. And I get it. I don't want to back Johansson either. That's especially laying $1.50 on him. It looks ugly. It feels ugly. This line's also moved towards the over. I can see the over as a play potentially as well. And I've been bouncing back and forth between how I want to approach this game. I kind of do like the over. I kind of do like the Lightning minus 1. Now the question is, how do I approach this game? Do I want the Lightning minus 1? Do I want just the Lightning team total over? And that's something I might sit with for an extra minute or two. We have this line opened up at a 165 for the Lightning. It's gone down 13 cents. And that's just people betting against Johansson, I think. I think that's the explanation for the line move here. And I think that this may get overblown a little bit. Line opened up at a plus 107 for the over 6.5. It's now a minus 102. Johansson's never been a starter, never been a full-time starter or anything like that. Can the Lightning kind of mask that? Potentially. I'm not a huge fan of the Lightning blue line, which is probably why the team total over is probably the better play at only minus 110. You can get plus money for the minus 1. This is probably going to take a couple extra minutes for me to figure out, and I'll probably bet it after the show, whether or not I want the Lightning minus 1 or whether or not I want the team total over 3.5, full game over, something along those lines, or maybe just taking both the team total over 3.5 and the minus 1 line, because I think that there's going to be some growing pains for this Nashville Predators team. They did go out and get Ryan O'Reilly in the offseason. But this is going to be primarily a young team. They got rid of what did they get rid of? They got rid of Granlund, and they got rid of I can't remember the other one they got rid of. But they have Parisian, O'Reilly, Forsberg on the top line, Glass, Sherwood, Nyquist on the second line. I think this team might struggle a little bit. And this blue line is actually not bad, actually. Yossi, Barry, McDonough is getting up there a little bit, but Carrier, Fabro, Shen. This is not a bad blue line that the Nashville Predators have. On the flip side, obviously, everybody's going to look at obviously Vasilevsky is out, so it's going to be Johansson in net, which has not been very good in the times he has been in net. This is still a really good team. Braden Point with Kucherov, Stamkos on the top line, Cirelli with Hagel and Mott on the second line, Paul with Esamont and Sheary on the third line. I like Esamont on that third line there. He played with San Jose last year. He was pretty good. He got traded to them for the playoffs. He got hurt during the playoffs. What is Esamont real quick to score a goal? I think he can be one of those, what do you call it? One of those dumpster diving type of, and they don't offer him. But he's probably like plus 500 or 600. I kind of like Esamont to do something here. I want to move on the Lightning. I just don't know how yet. So that's kind of where I'm leaning at this one. And I probably will pull the trigger on the team total over and the -1. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Lightning team total over 3.5, -110. These are full unit plays because hockey's full unit. And then I'm going to type in the numbers here for the -1 line. And then I'll do that as well. Plus 101.
Here we go. No, I'm not going to give a whole Dave with the Marching Penguins routine. This is just me trying to fade everybody disliking on Johansson. Because I feel like this could be a good spot. You got to go up against a Nashville team that's kind of in a limbo right now, where I think Nashville's peak is wild card, and that's why I said their ceiling, not peak, is a wild card. And I still think Tampa is number 2 or number 3 in the Atlantic. I think at the end of the year, you're going to see some combination of Toronto, Buffalo, Tampa as the top 3 in the Atlantic. So I still am a believer in this Lightning team. I did grab the Lightning over 96.5 points. Keep in mind that the goaltending could be an issue for them. But Nick, doesn't Tampa Bay have a good defense? They have good blue line.
Their blue line's okay. It does leave a little bit to be desired. Hedman, I like Hedman, but he's more of an offensive defenseman. Sergachev is the same way, but that's why they have Perbix and Radish with them. Dahan and Cernak, they're fine. They're not an elite offensive line. They're not Vegas, but on the other end, they're not Chicago.
Okay. Yeah, I like Tampa in this one. I grabbed their puck line plus 140. If I'm going to be betting plays, they're going to be plus money. So I'm rolling with that to start the year. Tampa Bay at home on the puck line.
Yeah, I took the -1 at plus 101 and the team total over.
Damn Braves ruined my Phillies double result for first 5 full game. Thank goodness the Diamondbacks didn't do the same. Yes, sir. Go Diamondbacks. This is Timmy's Orioles money line and reverse run line. Let's get it. Untouchable. Nick, mind sharing that doc sheet?
What doc sheet?
I don't know. He said mind sharing the doc sheet.
I have not started the model yet for this year. I have no sample size for the model this year so far.
There you go. Preds. No, thank you. The bearded, the
Bedard.
But wow, okay. I was first goal and last goal is sitting at plus 1,000. Tampa Bay goalie is Cheeks, bro. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody will think that.
Much is.
Bedard. You know what? You'll figure out how to spell his name eventually. You're good. Lightning are overrated, but staying off. I don't think the Lightning are overrated. I think actually they're kind of being looked down on right now. So we'll see. Bruins smash. Bruins aren't playing today, but welcome, Nasty. Lightning, yes. Lightning, yes.
You know, Nasty Nate does that with all the Boston teams, right?
Yes, I know, Nick. Coyotes Cup future.
I'm gonna give you a solid no on that one.
No for right now, but if they win their first game of the year, then we could talk. Predators will be a hit or miss this year. I'm not backing journeyman backup of the Lightning. No thanks. I think the Lightning will be able to score enough.
Yeah.
Do Tampa start out fast? I think so. Tampa is right rated. I think so. I think one team that's going to get way too hyped up to start the year, Nick, is the road team here.
Really? We had so what's the game then? You want to introduce it?
Sorry. It's the Chicago Blackhawks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins are minus 245 with a total of 6.5. And I think all the hype behind Connor Bedard is going to overhype this team. But Nick, do you think are you in agreement? Do you think the Chicago Blackhawks are going to get slightly overhyped to start the year just because of Bedard?
No. This team still sucks, and I think people think this team still sucks. Let's get into the line history for this one here. Line opened up at a 201. It's a 244 now. So the line's moved towards the Penguins. Line opened up at 6.5 minus 108. And it's now a 6.5 and minus 120. I got in early on this one. I actually got a 110 for that. By the way, for that first game, 53% of the tickets are on Nashville, but no cash flow on Nashville. For the puck line, 21% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the Lightning, but I mean that's plus 155.
And real quick, I forgot one more thing with the Lightning game. Brandon Hagel, anytime goal plus 180. Sorry, go ahead.
I like it. 30% of the tickets, 41% of the cash, or 70% of the tickets, 59% of the cash is on that over in Nashville, or for that game. If I'm looking at props, I kind of want Hedman or Sergachev anytime goal. Those are decent prices, and I like defensemen to score. For this one, we have 50-50 split on the side for the money line. When it comes to the puck line, 40% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the Penguins. 87% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the over. I agree with all the money on the over, though. The line has moved accordingly. I got it at minus 108. You're looking at minus 120 now in this one. And what do I expect from these teams? I did a free pick video on this one, not last night, but the night before. This Blackhawks team is going to struggle. They are. This is a Blackhawks team that still is their blue line sucks. Other than Seth Jones, Alex Vlasic, Connor Murphy, Kornski, Tornado, and Kaiser. I mean, this is not a good blue line at all. Their goaltending's still a mess. Pyotr Mrazek and Arvik Soderblom. But on the flip side, they're going to be able to score goals. Connor Bedard on the top line with Taylor Hall and Ryan Donato. They actually bumped Athanasiou down to the third line. I don't like that at all. With Gutman and Kachukuk. The second line is Tyler Johnson, Lucas Reichel, and Taylor Radish. I think we're going to see goals in this game. I got the team total over for the Chicago Blackhawks at minus 120 for 2.5, and I got the full game over 6.5 in this spot. I think we see goals. One thing that we noticed with the Penguins last season is they gave up goals last year. This was a Penguins team that defensively really struggled. And what do they do in the offseason to help the goals allowed? Because this Penguins team gave up 3.21 goals a game. What did they do to go help that? They went out and got a defenseman that is a defensive liability, Erik Karlsson. They're going to score some extra power play goals this year, but the guy's a sieve on defense. You might as well have a fourth forward out there with Karlsson. He's coming in off of a 100-point season with the San Jose Sharks. His stock could not be any higher, and the Penguins went and bought high on him. I am not a fan of this Penguins team. I'm just not. If I'm betting the side, it's Blackhawks or nothing. That's why I took the team total over. And I would look towards Andreas Athanasiou, anytime goal. I would look towards Connor Bedard, anytime goal. I would look towards Lucas Reichel, anytime goal. Those would be the three I'd be looking at for this game. Let's take a look what those prices are. Bedard, I think, is plus 160. Let's take a look. Points. No, I want goals. Goals, Penguins. Bedard, 160. Reichel, 180. Oh, no, that's Raquel. Athanasiou plus 275. Lucas Reichel plus 300. That's where I would go in this game if I'm betting props, would be Reichel, Bedard, and Athanasiou on the Blackhawks side. I would take a shot with Jeff Carter at 325. I think is an interesting look for the Penguins. Crosby, if you want to take the square play of the day, Crosby anytime goal, parlayed with Bedard anytime goal at plus 425 could be fun. I think there's offense in this game, and I think we see I think we see goals in this one. So I'm on the Blackhawks team total over 2.5, and I'm on the full game over 6.5.
For the first game of the season, I'm fading the Blackhawks. I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the NHL. I remember yesterday you guys did your power ranking thing. I was not allowed on the show. I did my own power rankings. I had the Blackhawks at 31. The only team I had worse than them was Philly. Bedard is going to be good. Bedard's going to be the only bright spot for this Blackhawks team. The Penguins are still 3 steps ahead of them. Now, Pittsburgh is not going to be a world beater this year, but I think they could beat up on the. I think they could beat up on the Blackhawks. I see this game. If I had to go, I'm going to say this one's going to be the biggest blowout of the day. I think that Pittsburgh scores 5 to 6 goals here, and they win this one 6-3, something in that range. So I look towards an over in this game too. But I'm on the Penguins. I took them on the puck line. I could easily see this one being a 4-3 game and then a empty netter or something like that. So, sign me up for the Penguins today. And I took a shot with a goal scorer prop. I'm going to take the young guy here. I'm going to take Sidney Crosby, plus 120. Young up-and-coming prospect for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think he's going to be able to score a goal today.
The up-and-coming prospect, Sidney Crosby?
Yeah, the up-and-coming prospect, Sidney Crosby.
I heard he has a decent future. He may win a cup or two.
Okay. Over 6.5. I could see that. Blackhawks. No. Joe, just no. Pittsburgh puck line, yes. And the over, yes. Taylor Hall over 0.5 point. Don't bet Bedard. Blackhawks reverse puck line. Blackhawks, no. Hawks are overhyped because their fan base, especially if you live in Chicago. Oh, it's all about Connor Bedard. Anthony Ciu will score. Who does he play for again? Is that?
Yes, that's I like him too. Chicago.
Okay. I'm still learning the players. Where can I get Bedard props not to score a point or record? Not to score a goal.
I can get you real quick. You want him? I have him here. I believe it was plus 127 this morning. Connor Bedard under 0.5 point. Plus 127.
Carlson
want him not to score. Yeah.
Plus 150 for Connor to score. He's going to get 2. No, he's not. He ain't getting anything. Correct. He'll get his first goal versus Boston tomorrow. I would look towards Chicago tomorrow.
He said Bedard 2+. That's 650.
First goal plus 1,000. Last goal plus 1,000. Plus 150 anytime. Looks a little sketchy.
No, I don't think
that's
so.
just him getting the first goal or the last goal. It's not really anything sketchy.
No.
I would bet against Bedard props. Will focus will be on him. He'll open up opportunities. Maybe
he'll be a good playmaker. I think you look at his point props instead of his goal props.
How about a Bedard assist?
I think that's not a bad look. I saw highlights of him during preseason. He's got good hands and good passing ability.
There you go. Does Bedard score? No. I like that look. No Bedard score. No. Anthony Ciu.
Yes.
Does Carlson even play PK, penalty kill? Does he?
Probably not, considering he's a defensive liability.
I do like it going. Yeah, I like the over in that game too. Hockey. Bedard will get his first goal against another black and yellow team. Yes. What happened? Bedard. Bearded. Yeah, he'll get it eventually. Louisiana Tech plus 3.5. Who do they get today?
Middle Tennessee. The Blue Raiders.
I kind of like, Middle Tennessee 1-5 and they're a favorite. I don't know. I got to look into that.
We said this last week.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to look into it. I was against it last week, Nick. Bedard is such a crybaby. He was also Marc-Andre Fleury tripped him. Pens free money, no. Jew or Connor will score. If this ends the season, if this was the end of the season, sure, Blackhawks, but it's not. Penguins in or out. There you go. Why y'all didn't management let Tim on the show? I'm about to go dislike it. Hey, you go and dislike it then. That's fine. Have fun with that. Funniest Bedard highlight so far was Flower tripping him. It was a trip. He should have got penalized and kicked out of the game. All right, Nick. I hold on. I'll play it because I know we're gonna do it. But we'll talk about this game, which has the Vegas Golden Knights hosting the
Release the Kraken.
The defending Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights are minus 160 in this matchup with a total of 6. I played the video for a reason. I think we got our dog for today, Nick.
Correct, we do. Release the Kraken. Give me the first period and full game in this one. This is the one I've had circled for a while. Let's take a look at the line history real quick. It opened up at a 165. It is down to a 161. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 118. It is a 6 at minus 112. So it's moved towards the under here as well. And one thing, I took him first period at plus 125. I took him full game at plus 148. And this is a couple things. Number one, we're fading the banner raising. Number two, the Kraken were one of the best road teams in hockey last year. And I think that can continue into this one. Number three, I think the Kraken are my dark horse to win the Stanley Cup this year. I don't think they are my dark horse to win the Stanley Cup this year. I really like what the Seattle team has become. And when we look at it, looking at their top line, Matty Beniers centering Jordan Eberle and Jared McCann. If you want a breakout year, Beniers is going to be great this year. Wenberg on the second line with Burakovsky and Schwartz. Yanni Gord on the third line with Oliver Bjorkstrand and Eli Tolvanen. I like Tolvanen an awful lot. You can probably get a decent number for him to score a goal. And their fourth line is kind of scrappy too. They got Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, Kyler Yamamoto, and Brandon Tanev. I really like that fourth line as well. I think this Kraken team is so deep. Their blue line is good, not great. Dunn and Larson, Alexiak, Borgen, Dumoulin. I like that addition. And Justin Schultz, 2 former Penguins there on that bottom pairing. And their goaltending, I like Philip Grubauer. We saw him start to pick it back up last year where he started playing a lot better in the playoffs. Granted, he played his former team in the playoffs, but still, I really like this spot for the Kraken. They'll be in their dressing room, relaxing, getting ready for the game, and the Vegas Golden Knights will be celebrating their banner raising. They will be getting their rings, and they will be on the ice for about 45 minutes before the game starts. And usually with that, we see teams come out very, very flat. That's why I think the first period is my best bet of the day. The first period plus 125 with the Kraken is probably my favorite play of the day in the NHL. So I would look towards I have the Kraken first period full game. I would look towards Beniers anytime goal. I would look towards what was the other guy I was looking at that I mentioned? Tolvanen. I like Tolvanen on that third line. I think the Kraken have 3 lines that can score. I really do. And Eli Tolvanen, you can get him for plus 300. I think that's a decent price. You can get a lot of decent prices here for that. Vince Dunn at plus 500. I think it's very interesting as well. This is a Kraken team I have a lot of belief in this year. And I'm going to start by backing them here on the road against the Vegas Golden Knights to open up the season and beat the reigning Stanley Cup champions at home on banner raising night. Release the Kraken.
Yeah, I think we've faded the banner raising in pretty much every single sport so far. Whether that's MLB, NBA, NHL, college basketball, WNBA, like in all of them, NFL, we fade the banner raising. And And I'm not going to stop here. And I'm going to have to keep going with all this. I'm going to have to fade the Denver Nuggets on their opening night against the Lakers, which is just going to be a lot of fun. I'm on the Kraken. I had the Kraken as a highly rated team in my thing. Oh, am I still here? All right, there we go.
Yeah,
sorry, I just got like the spinning wheel of death for a minute. I think the Kraken are your dog of the day. Because you look at Vegas defending Stanley Cup champs. You mentioned all the stuff that goes on pregame. This is a spot that we're going to be releasing the Kraken. I gotta play it again.
Release the Kraken.
Hey, Nick, let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Kraken.
Yes.
Kraken.
Yes.
Vegas. No.
No.
Kraken. Yes.
Yes.
Jared McCann, anytime goal scorer. Oh, I did do an anytime goal scorer, and it was Matty Beniers at 275. This fade the banner raising team should work out a lot better than last year. F the Blackhawks. That's right, because Colorado faced the Blackhawks. Bedard, no goal. Correct. Alternative over 6.5 and Kraken over 2.5 sounds nice. I can see that. McCann is a real goal scorer, plus 160. You should bet not Bernard. Yeah, we're not betting Bedard. You're not really, yeah. My guy, Dunn. Anytime goal scorer, he gets it done. Let's get it. Unleash. No, it's release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
We're taking the Kraken first period spread / money line and under. Slow start. Kraken stealing it late. See that? Kraken. Yes. I don't know anything about NHL, but I'm tailing Kraken. Sounds good with lightning puck line. I like it. I will sprinkle Barbashev.
Yep.
Anytime goal scorer as well. I'm guessing he's Seattle.
He is Vegas, but I don't mind him. Okay. He had a really good playoffs.
You got that right. LA money line.
Lakers against the Nuggets.
Oh, no, I'm just taking the plus 5.5 or whatever it is. I'm not taking the money line.
Maybe Lakers first quarter, first half type of thing.
Maybe. But I'm not trifecting the Lakers. That's not happening.
I'm surprised.
I'm agreeing with you guys. Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day. I'm an idiot. So are we. So, Nick, good job. We managed 5 games to spread out to 48 minutes. So,
we got hockey. What did you expect?
We'll go ahead. We have we'll do a little bit of recapping in a minute. But first, we have
housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links above Nick's head. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are the main 4. Make sure you guys are following those on social media. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, $4.99 a month, 16 cents a day. Soon, we didn't do it today because we wanted to talk over the games, but there'll be times where there'll be a game in the NHL, game in the NBA that we won't talk about during the stream because it'll be a member-only play or something like that. So if you guys are interested in that, along with the NFL card and college football card, college basketball cards, we'll be putting up college football maybe today. So if you guys are interested in that, $4.99 a month, become a member of the channel. How about a recap? Both road teams in the MLB, Astros and Orioles for me. And then in the NHL, I took the Lightning puck line, the Penguins puck line, and the Kraken on the money line. Nick?
Yeah. With the MLB, split bet first 5 full game, Astros plus 115, plus 120, Orioles plus 122, plus 124. In hockey, Lightning -1 plus 101. Lightning team total over 3.5 minus 110. Blackhawks team total over 2.5 minus 120. And the full game over 6.5 minus 108. And then Kraken plus 125 first period, plus 148 full game.
There you go. Yes, there is college football today. Me and Nick are going to be talking that after the stream's over and try and get all the plays up on the site. So,
Bulldogs and Gamecocks for college football today.
There you go. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow. Got to find the outro. There's the outro. Some more. Good luck, guys.